If you are using Michael to walk through Los Santos and come across some police officers, they won't even notice you. But if you are using Franklin and walk by some police officers, they will actually start questioning you because you are black. Otherwise, if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually start the purge, also known as a riot in Los Santos. So you will all NPCs with weapons, and the streets of Los Santos will have a bunch of chaos. But did you know once you have moved into Franklin's new house, you can still use the garage of Franklin's old house to store any car in it? But the funny thing is, the game will think your car has been impounded if you leave it there, so it will also appear in the police garage and still be at Franklin's old house when you go to check now. You will have two of the same car. But did you know if you go to this location on the map and take a helicopter to a very high altitude, eventually you will see a UFO appear out of thin air? This will only appear if you have completed the game 100%. But if you go to the northern parts of the map of Los Santos, you will find a house with a sign that indicates to keep away. But if you actually come here when it's nighttime instead, you will see 4 monkeys around a fire dancing, and as soon as they notice you, if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will notice that there will be a massive tsunami in the Los Santos map, and you will see the water covering every single road and even half of the tallest buildings. Looks like Case had a bath. Other than that, if you go to this location on the map and walk through the front gates of the house, you will see a garage, and once you get close to it, you will see it open with a secret supercar inside, which actually looks like an upgraded version of the Bugatti. If you happen to have the cops on you, and you go inside to the nearest ammunition shop, you will actually notice that the shop owner will actually help you and fight off the police from coming in. What the Sigma? But did you know in the mission complications where you use Franklin to go steal back a yellow car, and once Michael tells you to drive to the dealership, if you actually don't follow his instructions, you will see a secret cutscene of Michael donking Franklin's head. But if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually spawn a leaked jet that is meant to be coming to GTA 6. But GTA 6 has been delayed till 2037. If you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually start an alien invasion, and you will notice a bunch of UFOs start to appear around the skies of Los Santos and begin to abduct and attack everything on the map. But did you know if you have the cops on you while you are driving, if you actually park your car into a bush and go out of the car, and then back in now, the cops will not be able to recognize you when you pass them, and eventually they will just give up looking for you. Otherwise, in the mission complication where Franklin has to go to Michael's house to obtain a car, there is a secret cutscene. Once you come downstairs and get caught by tennis coach and Amanda, you will actually hear the tennis coach say. Other than that, if you go to this exact location on the map and walk up the path shown, you will see a secret supercar parked in the last spot. But once you get this car out of this area, you will actually instantly gain a 5-star wanted level. So good luck escaping, but if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will obtain God mode. Now nothing will be able to affect you from falling off tall buildings to even your car being blown up. If you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will spawn a secret hidden supercar that looks like the upgraded version of Michael's original car. But other than that, if you are using Trevor and aim your weapon at cops, there is actually a chance the cop will surrender depending on how big your weapon is. But if you use Franklin, and even if you aim at the cops with your fist, they will tell you to stop resisting instantly the American way. But did you know if you go to a convenience store, the one with a car wash next to it, and you rob the store, but then instantly get into the car wash now, when the cops arrive, they won't be able to shoot their weapons at you. Even if you fight back, this will just make it impossible for them to shoot you. But if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually see that all NPCs will stop what they were doing and start dancing. Even NPCs that were driving will get out their car to dance. Otherwise, once you have completed the game, if you visit Franklin's neighborhood, you will notice the NPCs will greet you and even shake hands with you. But if you use Michael instead, you will notice that the NPCs will react differently. Did you know if you stand in the middle of the street with Trevor, you will cause a massive traffic queue, and you will be honked to move out the way by the NPCs. But if you use Franklin instead, after a while, NPCs will actually get out their car to move you out the way. The American way. Of course, this is because you are black otherwise in the father and son mission, where you have to get back Michael's boat. Once you have saved Jimmy, but fail to actually save Franklin. This time, you will see a cutscene of Michael roasting Jimmy. Bro has lost all aura, but if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually unlock brand new emotes emotes for your character. And all you have to do is press either numpad on PC or the D-pad on console to see the new emotes. There are over 50 new ones that have been added, but if you go to this location on the map and follow the path shown, you will see a secret hidden character laying there, which, if you haven't guessed it already, it's the famous Twitch streamer, Casio. But if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will spawn a secret hidden supercar, also known as the Nissan GTR. This car is actually leaked to come to GTA 6. If you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually spawn a drivable train in front of you. The only problem is it's literally impossible to drive it because of the size of it. If you go to this exact location on the map and go towards the garage door shown, it will actually lift up and you will see a secret supercar inside. This will only show up once you have completed the game 100%. Other than that, if you walk into a police station as Michael, the police officers won't even question why you came in. But if you use Franklin instead, you will gain a 6-star wanted level. And once you turn around, you will literally see police, military, and tanks surrounding the place. Otherwise, in the jewel store heist. Did you know if you choose to do the heist in the subtle way and then you decide to not leave the store, even when the timer ends, you will see a secret cutscene of your crew losing all of their aura. You will now have minus aura forever. But if you go to this exact location on the map and go towards the front of the house, you will a secret hidden character. You will notice that it's actually the famous YouTube streamer Showspeed. If you use Michael to pay Lester a visit, you will see Lester not even bother with you. But if you use Franklin to visit Lester instead, you will notice once you get close that Lester will start to cry after looking at you. Looks like he finally noticed that Franklin is black. Otherwise, if you decide to go to this location on the map and follow along to the path shown, you will find a hidden secret police car, which you can actually use to go into the police office garage and explore inside the interior of police station. But did you know if you find a random knocked NPC on the street of Los Santos, you can actually pull out your phone and call the paramedics, and once they arrive, they will save the NPC by just touching him. Other than that, if you pull out your phone and call this number, you will gain the ability to control gravity. Now, every time you press the jump button, it will turn the gravity off, and once you press it again, it will bring everything back down. But if you go to this location on the map and follow the path shown, you will find a secret supercar, which actually looks like an upgraded version of Franklin's car. This car also has the super jump feature, so you can land some pretty good stunts. If you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will unlock the ability to shapeshift. Now, each time you go behind any NPC and knock them out, you will shapeshift into that NPC. You can even use it to become a police officer and get away with anything you want. Otherwise, on the first mission, where you use Franklin, if you decide to choose the red car, but not drive off, you will actually notice the owner of the car come to get his car back. Looks like bro doesn't support BLM. Other than that, if you go to this location on the map and follow to the front of the house, you will actually notice a OG GTA character also known as CJ from San Andreas, and once you get close, he will actually try to fight you. But did you know if you throw Molotovs at random NPCs, they will always seem to be affected by them? Add and start dancing, but if you throw them at firefighters instead, they are just immune to it and won't even notice that you threw anything at them. But if you go to this location on the map and follow to where it is shown in the video, you will see a secret supercar parked, which looks like the famous BMW. The only bad thing about this car is sometimes it randomly does a super jump. Did you know? If you visit Michael's house using Franklin and shoot rockets at the house, you will actually get a text message from Michael. But if you wait long enough, Michael will eventually show up to defend his home. Otherwise, if you go to this location on the map and go towards this house shown, and then going past the left gates to the back of the house, you will see a plant pot on the floor. Once you get close to it, you will be prompted to eat it. And once you eat this plant, you will actually turn into Franklin's brother, Lamar Davis. Other than that, if you are using Michael and take pictures of police officers on your phone, they won't even notice. But if you use Franklin instead, this time, the cops will instantly ask you to stop resisting the American way, of course. But if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, you will actually spawn a hidden luxury car in front of you that looks like the famous Rolls-Royce. It even has the doors that open opposite way, just like in real life. But if you go to this location on the map and walk towards the edge of the hill shown, you will actually see someone in the distance waving his hands at you. And once you get close, you will notice it's actually English. Dave from GTA Online. If you pull out your phone and call this number, you will spawn a secret supercar, which looks like an actual horse. Funny thing is you can actually use the horse to travel to any place in Los Santos. Did you know if you use Michael and use him to go sneak around Franklin's old house? After a while, Franklin will actually text you about it, but if you decide decide to still carry on, you will eventually see Franklin's. Ant comes out to ask you to leave the American way. Of course, but if you go to this location on the map on the hilltops and go to the place shown, you will actually see an OG Red Dead Redemption 2 character, also known as Arthur Morgan. But be careful if you are using Franklin. He will actually pull out his revolver because he noticed that you are black. Otherwise, if you pull out your phone and call this specific number, this number is actually the number to end the world. You will notice everything turns into havoc mode. This will eventually crash your game. But did you know? After completing the game 100%, if you visit the beach side where the gym is located, there is a chance that Lester will actually be there working out or even flexing, bro. Has no aura.